What is going on, everyone? It is TJ Jackson with his eldest son, birth son, Royal Jackson. Today's date is Sunday, February 25th. We are in Salt Lake City. We just got to Salt Lake City. We're going to do some skiing. We're going to do a little bit of sightseeing. And the goal is to go to a Spurs game later today. You all know I'm a big Spurs fan. I'm a Wemby fan. So I'm excited to show Royal uh, how big and how crazy of an experience it is to actually see Wembanyama in person. Most of you guys don't really care about that, but for some of my basketball heads, you are probably understanding right where I'm at. What is going on, Carrie? Good to see you. We aren't too far from Canada. We're gonna ski. So when I think about, hey, look at Franny J. Franny Mama says, "Hey, miss you guys already." Um, Summer Vines, so good to see everyone. Bubble says you look like mom. What do you think, bro?
I don't see it.
You don't see it?
Uh-uh.
I don't see much of me in you, and I don't see much of your mom in you. Desi agrees with Bubbles, by the way. Anyways, let's get into some questions. Um, this is, by the way, this is a weekly type of. We go live or do a vlog every Sunday. That's the goal. We don't hit every single Sunday, but the goal is to try to do something to connect with you all every single Sunday. So we've been releasing some vlogs, but this Sunday we wanted to go live because we are here in a new city, spending some father-son time. So I'm going to highlight some questions. I say all that to let you all know when we do these live streams, feel free to ask questions, make comments. Sometimes the comments go too fast where we can't see them all, but sometimes we're able to catch some really cool comments and questions. So, first of all, we have one from Janaya who says, "Hi, handsome TJ and Royal. How are our guys doing? Please keep me in your prayers. I'm feeling a little lightheaded." Ooh, Jania, you know what? It's tough because for me, whenever it comes down to anything health related, I'm always extra cautious. Franny actually was feeling very lightheaded a couple days ago. Um, you know, I gave her a couple hours before she would have went to at least an urgent care, but to a doctor to see what's going on. She got better in time by relaxing, drinking. What else did you do, Fran? Anyway, she got better, so we didn't need to go. I say all that to tell you if you're feeling worse or you're not improving in time, please make sure you're being safe and make sure you're looking out for your health. Samara says, TJ, I really enjoyed your new single short film, All Your Fault. Well, thank you so much, Samara. I was actually wondering on the way here if Royals even heard my single, All Your Fault, or seen the music video for All Your Fault. So, Royal, have you seen or heard my single, All Your Fault?
I don't think so. The videos when you're in the grocery store though.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that though.
You haven't seen it?
Mm-mm.
So how do you know about that?
I saw like the clips and like the little montage of it on Instagram. The
So
little trailer for it or whatever.
from Instagram?
Yeah.
From my account, maybe?
Yeah.
So my trailer didn't incentivize you to go see the actual full music video?
Honestly, I think I saw it mid game.
Mid game?
So, yeah, like during.
Oh, in between one of your.
Yeah, and then something. I put my phone down and. Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah.
All right.
I
day.
watched it multiple times. It looks.
The clip?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're
see the video.
Pretty decent.
My acting looks okay.
Yeah.
And you're pretty. He's a strict.
I gotta watch the whole thing though.
Before you give me that credit, you gotta watch the whole thing. Okay. Desi says that film was very interesting and different from your usual stuff. It was, Desi, and you know what? That's what I did enjoy about it. And we filmed that in Hawaii in August. And all this time, I've been so excited to share it with you all because I knew it was a lot different than what I've done before. And it's storytelling, it's playing a role. And I had a lot of fun. I know New had a lot of fun, my co-lead. Omizel had a lot of fun writing and directing and editing and seeing his vision come to life. The whole crew, Franny, Doria, David was out there and his wife Rachel. Everybody who came from outside of the island. It was a lot of fun to do. It was special because Hawaii is a cool spot to go and visit, and to be able to do some work or create a great piece of art with it was a lot of fun for all of us. So in that sense, Nicole wants to know, Royal, what did you think about your dad's latest single? You don't really have an answer because you haven't heard it.
Yeah, what is it called?
My latest single is called All Your Fault.
Yeah. You didn't play it in the car?
Nope.
Yeah.
I played him some on the way to the airport. I played him some of my songs that are coming out later this year. And he liked them, right, Royal?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
They're pretty good. Royal's a tough critic, man. But you know what? To get a young man like him who loves his hip hop, I'll take it.
I like my what is it called? I guess R&B, and I don't really know what I listen to. What the genre is called.
Shaden wants to know, when will we see you singing?
Probably never.
Probably never.
Yeah.
You're not a singer?
I like to sing, but not like professionally.
Not professionally. How's your voice, Ro?
It's not that good, to be honest.
It's not that good.
Yeah.
Can you sing?
It's
on
good
pitch?
enough. It's Drake good.
It's Drake good. Some people said Drake's a better singer than Uncle Michael. So, as someone who's a big Drake fan, who's in that generation, what's your thoughts when people say Drake is a better singer, not better artist, better singer than Michael Jackson?
Every opinion there is will exist, man. So it's.
Do you think people really believe that, though? No disrespect to Drake. He's a rapper, and he can obviously carry melodies. He has more hits than who knows who.
Honestly,
but in terms of vocal talent,
the human brain is extremely complex, so possibilities are endless with how people think. So.
All right, there's a sophisticated answer. Just like I would never say Uncle Michael's a better rapper than Drake. I'm not I'm not saying that, and I just think it's odd that some people will say he's a better singer. That's just crazy. Anne wants to know, who grows the best beard. We were talking about that too. We were driving from the airport to Chipotle. We had some Chipotle, and I was looking at Royal, and I see how serious his beard is. And I asked him, I said, "Royal, you like having a beard, don't you?" And he said, "What?"
Yeah, it's nice. It makes me appreciate like the bare face a lot more too. So like when I finally do shave it, it's nice. I just don't like. I feel like my hair is too poofy and my head's too big to have.
I'm gonna do what Royal's doing with the hoodie.
To have a bare face all the time.
I'm sorry.
I feel like the volumetrics aren't on.
What does that mean?
Like my.
He has a little bit. Let me try to mimic exactly.
What's it called? I don't know. My hair, like on top of here, is just too big and poofy.
For what?
Just to have a bare face. Like I feel like a bare face is more like a short hair type of thing.
That's not a bad analogy. I got one sticking way up. That's an interesting way to see it, Royal. I never thought of that, but I think that you're onto something. Michael Jackson fan wants to know, what's your favorite video game at the moment?
At the moment, probably CS, Counter-Strike.
Number 2?
Yeah.
I heard it came out. Is it good?
Yeah.
How good is it, Royal?
It's the same game, just like
updated.
Just nice graphics, yeah. But it's a grand game.
Yeah, Sage was telling me, he showed it to me, and
really?
Yeah, he said he remembers me playing it way back in the day.
Yeah, the game is great.
Very cool. Summer Vine says, was it called Jungle? That was Royal's favorite band. Who's Jungle?
They are one of my favorite bands.
Are they?
Yeah, they're fantastic. You should listen to them.
What kind of music?
They got their own, like Earth, Wind, and Fire type stuff.
What?
Yeah.
Are they current?
Yeah, they're better than Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Okay, don't. There you go. I apologize in advance for his comments.
Earth, Wind, and Fire has like 11 people, man. It's too much.
Okay, so you're just saying, if you're gonna go by Jungle's not as many people.
They have Earth, Wind, and Fire's like taste in music with modern technology.
Okay.
Yeah.
You should go see them live.
Jungle.
Yeah.
I've been looking for it.
Go see them live, and if they come live, let me know. I think I'd want to go to that. We have another couple of questions. First, we're going to go to a comment from Melly, who's been a member for 9 months. Nice, Melly. Melly says, "Hey TJ and Royal, did you watch your dad's music video? TJ, thank you for hosting your party yesterday. Hope you can host your party on a Sunday soon. Love you, TJ." Love you too, Melly. So here's the situation. We already talked about how Royal has not seen my music video. He hasn't even heard my single. I'll play it for him, though. I promise you guys. I'll play it for him at one point. As for the party yesterday, yes, for those who don't know, I did a Station Head party, which is like, have you heard of Station Head, Royal?
No.
It's really cool, actually. It's pretty much your own radio station, and you pick the songs and the playlist, and then you could talk about the song.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I did one called Where's the Love yesterday in honor of All Your Faults, my single. I did a playlist called Where's the Love. So I play a couple of my songs, a couple of the Jackson songs. It's all in the family. So I'm talking about some of my favorite songs from the family, some songs that are deep cuts, some songs I don't think I've heard before. So, but in yesterday's show, it was all about non-love songs. So it was really cool, telling some stories. So if anyone wants to go back and listen, you can go on Station Head. It's an app. And look me up. And then I think my 2 prior shows are there. Where's the Love, as well as the first one I did, which I already forgot the name of. But it's all good. But yeah, if you want to hear me tell some stories and play some of my favorite songs, not only of mine, but of my family's, go check that out. Let's see what else we have. Claire says, TJ, I was looking out for your Q&A talking about your new music video right after it premiered, but I can't find the Q&A live video on your personal YouTube channel. What happened to it? Claire, you know what? First of all, we did it, and when Omar and I did it, we didn't have any intention of keeping it up. We just wanted it to be a live stream, a true live stream. So right now it's unlisted or private or whatever the term would be. So it's not out there. I may put it out somewhere at some point. But for right now, I kind of want, and Omizzle, it was really Omizzle who said this, and I think he's completely right. We kind of want just the music video to speak for itself and for people to just grasp the music video. So in time, we'll probably, when MMM, the short film, comes out, which I guess I could tell you guys now, it looks like it's going to get pushed back a couple weeks to about March 22nd, March 23rd. The album will still come out on March 8th, but I think we're going to release the short film a little bit later. Anyways, with all that said, we'll do another live stream right after that premiere. So, and again, it probably won't last. It'll just be a live stream. The Weird says, do you remember any of the roles from your previous acting lessons? Also, when did you start? I guess that's for me, The Weird. I took acting lessons years ago, maybe a decade ago, maybe more, because I wanted to entertain the idea of doing some roles and doing some acting. Acting's the one profession that I really admire and look up to. And with that said, I've done some small roles, but nothing serious. I don't know if I can have the memory to retain all the lines you need to know as an actor. So I don't know if I will be a quote unquote actor, but what I can say is that I do love to act out. I didn't take any lessons for All Your Fault. I was just doing what I felt the role was with all the tools I've learned in the past about acting. Michael Jackson fan says, Royal, do you like old school R&B or newer R&B?
Probably newer R&B, but I'm not a huge R&B fan.
You're not?
No, I'm more. I don't know really what it's really called. It's like
soul.
Maybe.
I think he listens to more soul. He likes. Truthfully, it's still R&B. It's just old school R&B. He likes like old school R&B, like 70s. You could call it soul, classic soul. That's Royal's type. Earth, Wind, and Fire. The older sounds with true live horns and instrumentation. Yeah. Cher Pencil, the artist, wants to know, is that your son? That is my son. He is. That is my son. Okay, we. Oh, by the way, thank you, Claire, for being a member for 21 months. It's crazy. Kayla wants to know, hey, Roy, what is one of the funniest memories of your dad growing up? Do you have any ideas, Roy?
It's not really like intentionally funny, but something that makes me laugh today is when like we used to go on runs
Uh huh.
and used to like teach me how to run and stuff. And he used to like, yeah, you run like this, and like you would just like take off and sprint, so you could just fly, and just like you would just,
Really?
yeah, and you would just like sprint like couple or like 15 yards. That used to be really fast.
I used to be very fast, but you know what's funny about that? I don't remember like that, but that just goes to show you what kids retain versus what adults think they retain. That's
I
not
remember that exact streak too.
really.
Yeah.
That's cool. Let's see what else we have. Anne says, would Royal or Francis' opinion make you change something in a new song, or do you only trust your own instinct when it comes to music? That's a good question, Anne. Um, I've I think if you asked me this question 10 years ago, I would definitely lean on following my own instinct. But now I actually enjoy feedback, not only from Royal or Francis, but literally anyone. It's one of those things where almost the younger they are, the more I'll listen to that advice. So if Rio gave me advice, he'd probably get the most attention. I just feel kids have a simple way of digesting content and understanding things. And if it works for kids, it works for everyone. With that said, which I was trying to say is that I'm at a point in my life where I really try to accept everyone's feedback. So if Francis or Royal gave me advice on a song, even if I'm not hearing what they're hearing, I'm going to take it on as a challenge to try to interpret it and make it fit what I would feel is right. So I would definitely accept that. I think it's very important to always have that kind of openness when it comes to music, the humbleness. And yes, kids are incredibly honest, and that's what we love about them. Brenda says, love the station head show yesterday. It was pretty cool with the stories, requests, and great music. Thanks for doing those, TJ. Brenda, you're more than welcome. I'm happy you all enjoy them. I plan on doing them once a month. I really do. I'm going to shoot for once a month. I'm definitely going to do one next month for MMM. I don't know if it will be a shorter one where it's just the MMM project and I'll talk about each song on the MMM project. It probably will, and then I'll go back to doing more family ones. There are so many songs from my family that I've never heard, don't know well enough. So I love the idea of you all requesting some of those deep cuts and us playing it and listening to it together. Songs should always be respected. They take a while to make, especially back then. So I think, especially for me, I could take 3 to 4 to 5 minutes to listen to a piece of art that a family member has made. And yeah, I will continue to do that. Carrie wants to know what's the best movie you've seen lately. Do you have an idea, Ro? I can go first. You know what? The movie that keeps growing on me is Killers of the Flower Moon. Am I saying that right? I know many people didn't care for it or was too long, but I've gotten to the point where I really like good acting and good writing and good directing. And I think Scorsese and Leo and Robert De Niro, and I'm forgetting the young actors who's getting nominated for lead actors, who was phenomenal. And I apologize, but all those are incredibly talented artists and creators, and I can feel the art of that movie, and I'm in a stage where I'm loving art. So I would say that one.
I haven't seen any movies recently.
Well, you love Oppenheimer?
Yeah, but that wasn't that recent.
Okay, is there any others? Or you haven't really seen any?
I think the last movie I've seen is The Creator.
Oh yeah, what'd you like about that? Or what'd you think about that?
It was,
Well, that's with John David Washington.
yeah, it was enough to keep me watching, but nothing like too crazy.
I agree, loves Scorsese's. He's incredible. Let's see what else we have. We have Bommy who says, "Hey, Foofy and Roro, out of mom and dad, whose personality do you think is closest to yours?
Yeah,
Love y'all."
yeah, for sure.
Oh, mine?
Yeah.
Why?
Um, I honestly think we're really alike, to be honest. Like, yes, especially in the car. I think when we're driving, we're the exact same person.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I think out of us, definitely it's me as well. You drive pretty slow now, Roy?
Yeah, I drive very slow.
So it's the way to be, man. Samara, how's my diet and exercise going? Not well. Let's just get straight to it. I've had 2 cookies, drink a bit of Coke. Um, it's not it's not going well at all.
You've actually been doing awful today.
See,
Just this day alone.
I'm on vacation. That's the problem, Samara. But I come home Wednesday, and me and Franny have already talked about, right, Franny? You should be watching this still. We talked about getting really serious on Wednesday. So hopefully I'll restart Wednesday. I'm not at my height. I've just gained a lot back and lost I was supposed to work out every day. That didn't happen. So I don't know. I'll work out tomorrow morning at the hotel and the next day. I'll work out every morning here at the hotel, and we're gonna go ski. So I'll get my workouts in, but my diet's got to get better. I gotta drink more of this, more water. Um, Hi Rio, this is your brother, Royal.
This guy?
Yeah,
The Project Flight?
that's Rio.
PTFS Lord. What is PTFS?
PTFS is a game. Rio, how did you come up with that name? The Project Flight at PTFS Lord. Okay, Rio. So and it's a piece of pizza and it says aviation and more. That's his slogan. By the way, Rio, this is Rio's channel. He had a video that went semi-viral.
Really?
Like 2,000 views.
That's pretty good.
Right? For him editing and doing his own thing. And he's enjoying it. I'm trying to teach him to not worry about views and likes though, and more worried about making great content. But it's pretty hard for him to adjust or to grasp that concept. Bailey, I like your question. And thank you, Bailey. First of all, I like your logo too. That's a really cool piece of art. Thank you for the super chat too, Bailey. Very nice. Thank you. And then she wants to know, Royal, what is your favorite memory with Papa T? It's a great question. Are some you cannot talk about?
No, one off the top of my head is the one that's on the show.
Oh, it's incredible.
Yeah, that one's really good.
So he's talking to you about being protected.
Yeah, and just
like
a
a
grandfather to son talk, and the way he just delivers it is fantastic. And his little like trophy hat.
That is my father at his finest. That's what I grew up with. He's a special being, and I love and miss you, Pops. Lady Meyersta, who's been a member for 13 months, says, "Hey TJ and Royal, I know this is late, but I have to ask, did you all see Usher's Super Bowl halftime show a couple of weeks ago?" No.
I didn't watch the Super Bowl. I was at Big Bear actually.
You didn't watch the Super Bowl?
I went to Big Bear.
I saw it. I thought it was great. I liked it. It's not easy doing that in front of not only a stadium, but in front of all the world to see. In addition, with all the constraints, you have a certain amount of time. There's just so many moving parts, and I thought he did a great job. I loved how he brought out all the people he's collabed with, or most of them, I should say. Obviously, not all, but I thought it was an entertaining show. Usher doing Usher things, and it was really cool to see. I was really, really proud of him. Share Pencil, the artist, has become a member. Welcome, Share Pencil, the artist, for becoming a member. I hope you find all the content that's there, regardless of what level you are. There's so much content for you to watch. We try to upload more and more content each week. I'm sorry. I have some stuff to upload. I've been lagging, so in the next week, especially for my nights, be ready. There'll be a couple new videos coming out. Let's say we have another super chat from the movie Raider, who says, "Have you all heard about the hate the new movie Madame Web has been getting? Do you all agree with it, and are you all curious to watch it?"
I'm not watching that.
You're not watching it, Royal?
No,
Why?
because they can barely make a good Spider-Man movie. Why would I watch a spin-off?
And there you go. Okay. I'll say this.
Have you seen it?
No. I almost went to go see it, but here's my situation. I'm not a superhero person. I don't like superhero movies that much. Saying that, I did get into it to a very high level. With once I watched Iron Man and started watching them in order, I got addicted to them. I got obsessed with them in a way, to the point where yes, I needed to see some opening night or opening weekend. That ended with Endgame. It just got a little bit out of control. I think all the spin-offs, I had Disney Plus when they announced it. I just didn't have the time to watch all the content. And for me to enjoy a superhero movie, I have to know the lead up. I have to know some background to it. Otherwise, I lose track of it and I just see a bunch of fighting, and that's not my thing. Not saying it that way. It seems so similar for each and every movie. So for me, I need to know the story, and it's just too out of control for me. So unfortunately, superhero movies are probably, at least on the Marvel side, are done for me until they do a reset. DC is another thing, though. I think I can get with DC because it seems simpler,
And they have James Gunn.
and James Gunn's great. But no, I probably won't see that one. And I like I said, I haven't seen any superhero movie probably in years, in 2 to 3 years. Lana's Little Thing says, "Hey, TJ and Royal, love the father and son vibe. How, if you don't mind sharing, has your relationship developed as Royal's gotten older? And what advice would you give regarding staying connected? Love you."
How do you know that says regarding?
Oh, well, I'm right there, right?
I think so.
Yeah. I just, from doing these so much.
Better.
We love you too, Lana. I hope you are doing well, and it's good to see you. I think I as you get older and as your child gets older, you try to be there as a friend and as a guide for them as they go through life. I was definitely harder on Royal younger because I wanted, and I was thinking about this too. I'm harder on my girls right now, not than I was on Royal, the older kids, but I'm harder than them now than I think I'll ever be. And it's just because I want them to be prepared to excel in life if something were to happen to me or me and Fran. I want my kids to be tough, strong, and little fighters. So I tried to set up some resistance and make them tougher. But now that he's 24, are you 25 or 24?
24.
Jeez. Now that he's 24, turning 25 in October, it's more. I hope my relationship, or I hope he sees me as someone he can always lean on for advice and to ask questions.
I heard you're pretty soft with Dee Dee. Like, pretty soft.
In what way?
Like she'll give you like attitude or something. Or
Dee Dee's actually, I don't sense. I mean,
Dee Dee has a lot of natural attitude though.
she does, but
And then usually you would be like, I
yeah,
don't know, but you're like, that's just her personality.
no, I'm not that.
That's what
Look,
Mom said.
I'm definitely lighter on her than what we would have all predicted. I'm not going to say I'm not, but I'm definitely not, because I actually think Dee Dee's a really good kid.
Well, yeah, they
For
all
being
are.
16,
Yeah, they all are.
that's a hard year. Usually you're in the thick of the attitude, and I don't seem to get it. Do I think she can be lazy? Absolutely. Do I wish she did more things? Do I wish she worked harder at some things? Absolutely. But what can I say? She's going for a 4.6 in her school GPA. She's really ambitious when it comes to that. You know, I'm proud of her, and I don't know. I always will obviously be proud of all my kids, but I have to respect when you're 15, 16, if you're being ambitious like that. I got to respect and show love to that. So, and I think my whole approach has changed. I've become, look, I've learned kids are going to do what kids are going to do. Only thing we could do as parents is really try to teach them right from wrong, inspire them to be something contributable to society, and to hopefully guide them. But I've learned to accept when kids make mistake with the intent of them learning from it. That's sometimes, for some kids, that's the only way they learn, is if they do it themselves. Some kids, I think, are smartly willing to take advice from elder people. And sometimes it takes kids a while to get to that point. So I think it all changes depending on the child. But my job and my goal is to make sure they know they're loved, make sure they know that they got support in every way from their parents. That's all we can do, and to try to teach them right from wrong. What would you say, Royal?
What happened?
How has our relationship developed as Royal's gotten older, and what advice would you give regarding staying connected?
Yeah, it's definitely more of like a friendship type relationship rather than like a dad one. There's that dad aspect there, obviously, but it's definitely more like free and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. And how we stayed connected. I try to at least. I shoot for every once a year, but I try to at least every other year to make sure we go on some type of a trip, just him and myself. I mean, we
talking about basketball is the way we stay connected.
Yeah, that too. I mean, there's the basketball, UFC fighting, or UFC MMA, music, movies. But I think these type of trips too. We were here a year ago in Salt Lake City, the two of us skiing and having a good time. And by the way, share the pencil artist. If you are a knight, you could see some bonus content from last year when we went skiing in Salt Lake City. So, but yes, I think just doing things like this is important too. And it could be just down the street. It could be, we both like to ski. He likes to snowboard. I like to ski. The rest of the family is not as into it. So it's something for us to both do together. Will you read this, Royal?
Ben SCR says, I saw Killers of the Flower Moon at an IMAX cinema. I had no issue with the length of the film, but I was disappointed in it as it took first half of the
and no issue with the length of the film, but I was disappointed in it as it took as the first half of the film was brilliant. The second half was a joke.
I haven't seen Killers of the Flower Moon.
Ben, that is so harsh. Look, yeah, Ben. First of all, I didn't have a problem with the length of it. I thought it was all good. I understand. I think the first half is a lot stronger than the second half. I'm not going to disagree with that. But I didn't think the second half was a joke. But maybe I don't know. Maybe those who are really critiquing film and art would feel that way. I enjoyed it. The movie Raider with another super chat says, TJ, when you were a kid, did you look up to Christopher Reeves? There's a new documentary featuring his family coming later this year that I'm excited for. I wouldn't say looked up to him. It wasn't like I had posters of Christopher Reeves, but I did like him as Superman. I didn't know much about it. I was a little young, but I had nothing negative to think about for Christopher Reeve, and I thought he was a great Superman. It's so sad what happened to him. I know he got paralyzed from a horse. I think it was a horse riding incident that didn't go well, or obviously went the wrong way. So I'm interested in seeing this documentary, and yeah, just think it's great that he's sharing his story. Maybe it can inspire someone out there to if even with a large or huge setback, to live your best life. I have nothing negative to say about Christopher Reeves, and yeah, I actually think he's my favorite Superman. But maybe it's because he's the one I grew up with. All right, Samara says, Papa T has 2 albums. TJ and Royal, what are your favorite songs from those albums? Let's see. I already know my favorite songs. I always get confused.
So we made it on there.
Yes, is We Made It one of your favorite
Yeah.
songs? Okay.
What's another can? Has
Uh,
can in it. I think.
Get It? Get It, baby?
No.
Can you feel it?
No.
All right, so Papa T has Tito Time. So Tito Time, you said what was
We made it.
We Made It? We Made It is not on Tito Time. Oh yeah, it is. Yours is We Made It on Tito Time.
Yeah.
Mine is One Way Street. I talked about that yesterday, even though I do like Get It Baby a lot too. And then his other album is, where is it? Tito Time. Oh, it's not even on here. I forgot the name of it. Dang it. What's the name of the other album, dude? Love One Another? That's the single. That's not the album title, but that is a great song too. The other album is Tito Time. I don't know. I'll think of it. Samara, you could just let us know. I don't know. But I love my father's music. I really do. Love says, TJ, does the thought of potentially becoming a grandpa one day frighten and excite you? I love it. I can't wait for the days when I'm strictly just a grandpa. I have grandchildren already. I have a couple that are the sweetest things, from my eldest son, who I know I call Royal my eldest son because he's my eldest biological son, but I actually have an elder son from Miss Franny J. And I am a grandfather that way. And I think the world of the two babies. I don't want to share their name. Oh, you all know Luna, and I'll say his name too, Liam. I think they're the most beautiful, sweetest kids, and I love seeing them when I get to see them. So it doesn't frighten me one bit. I love it, and I can't wait till, like I said, I'm just a grandfather. I'm still got Royal or Rio, who's only 8 years old, and two teenage girls. So my attention and energy goes to them primarily as a dad. And I'll be honest, I don't have the stamina, the energy I used to. So when I'm tired, I'm tired. But I love being a grandfather too. Chintzia, we don't understand what this says, but I
I know
appreciate.
it says, "How are you?"
Ciao, come stai? Sei un bellissimo ragazzo. I think it's a good thing. She's got stars on their eyes. So either way, very. Thank you very much,
Is that what it
Chintzia.
says?
I think
Oh,
so.
you're talking about the emoji?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna guess that. Yeah, I don't know.
Tricks, thank you for the super sticker. Greatly appreciated. We'll go with Share Pencil the Artist with the super chat. And that obviously is now a super member. So again, welcome, Share, and thank you for the super chat. Share says, I'm one of your avid fans of 3T. TG, you have an amazing voice, especially when you sing I Need You. By the way, your son is cute, from the Philippines. Oh, that's so cool, Share Pencil the Artist. I was thinking about the 3T days, and they're just special. Every day, it seems like it is every day, actually. When I check my DMs, someone is reaching out saying how they were a big fan of mine and my brother's. And it's cool to be able to stay connected and see what we're up to all these years through social media. And I always love hearing that, because whether you all know it or not, I truly feel a bond was connected with us, because we were all just young, just kids having fun. We were doing our thing, performing, and you all were, collecting things and posters and enjoying it. And that's something, it's a bond there that I don't think anyone can take away. And I see it now that I'm older. I see that bond with my father and his brothers and a lot of the fans from his generation. It's really a beautiful thing to see and experience. We grew up and went through the life together. So it's a lot of fun to think about, and it's really cool. Renee with the super chat says, just saying hello. What is going on, Renee? Janae is now a member. Welcome, Janae. And so is April. April, want to send you a big hug and so much love too. April, with all you are going through. I pray for you every day and think about you. So please stay strong. Okay, let's see. Love says, any tips how to fight the fear of flying? I love to travel, but get terribly panic attacks when I'm in the plane. Royal.
Stay up all night and then sleep on the plane.
Okay, there's one tip. Another tip, um, what I would suggest, loves, is simply as much as you can. And I know I'm being a hypocrite saying this. I don't have any fear of flying. Uh, I never really did, but the amount of flights my father and his brothers went on in the 60s and 70s, well, really the 70s and 80s, and then hearing how the technology has gotten even better, I don't have any fear. And then obviously there's a statistical argument. The likelihood of something happening to you is so much higher driving to the airport than actually you being on the plane. So, truthfully, there's nothing you need to worry about. Things obviously do happen, but the likelihood of something happening to you is incredibly low. So just remember that in the back of your head. I know sometimes that doesn't help, but it's just the honest truth. Trick says, how to become a member. Well, there's a join button. If you've already subscribed to the Family Rules channel, that button, I believe, turns into a join button. You could subscribe or become a member that way. And then there's so many different things, but I'll go through it real quick. There's 3 different membership levels. Abra, which gets you access to our 56-day healthy habits that me and Franny J were doing. And then you get like little emojis, and you get a little symbol next to you, and then when you comment, it highlights it better for us to see. And then you get all that, and then it was weekly lives, but we try to do some type of a live at least twice a month. We'll do an extra live, whether it's mostly me and Fran, sometimes me and other kids. And then same thing, as a knight, you get all of that, but you also get extra bonus content from vlogs. Again, it's supposed to be weekly, but it's kind of went down to 2 to 3 times a month. So, but at this point, there's such a big catalog of content that extra bonus content that it will take you a while to get through anyway. So there you go. Let's see what else. Royal Channel for AV Geek says hi. Hello. Maybe it was one of Rio's friends. Brenda says, this is to Royal. Is there anyone who has truly inspired you? Love seeing you. It's cool. You're thinking pretty deep on this one. I liked it though. Is there anyone that truly inspires you? Family, non-family, doesn't matter. Just any one person.
I don't really look up to people, to be honest.
No?
No.
Why?
I don't really know. I just don't like forming like. I don't know. I just don't like relate to people. Like
Royal is definitely his own person, and I think that's cool. I think that's cool. Royal, I could see that being your answer. I mean, I think there's people he enjoys to watch and be entertained by, but I don't know if there's anyone that truly inspires him. There's got to be someone that.
Because I don't really watch people.
You just do your own thing.
Or like I consume their like
content or creations.
Yeah, but
okay.
I don't really like watch.
The way I get it.
Like the things that I consume, they're not humanized.
All good. Okay, Melly has a super chat. Melly's a super member as well. Melly says, Royal, do you ever watch any Michael Jackson music videos?
Only when my friends bring it up, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
Like what? What will your friend bring up? Thriller?
Yeah, there's just like whenever there's a like people are showing like their favorite music videos. I know it's gonna come. They love doing that. I think it's so funny.
Wait, explain it. What do you mean your friends think it's funny?
Like they'll put on like Thriller or like a Michael Jackson song. They're like, ah, it's just like, all right. They're doing it at the what's it called?
At the wedding?
Yes, because every time the song would change, like the first 4 seconds of Billie Jean would play every time. And so like they said that like 8 times. They're like, oh, Roy. I was like, all right, guys.
Imagine how it was when it was out.
Yeah.
And then you had also Auntie Janet stuff going on. You know, it's like non-stop. By the way, we found out something. Ready, Ro? This is Rio. He changed his name and his profile picture.
Channel for Av Geeks.
Yeah, channel for, I think AV stands for aviation. Yeah. So channel for aviation geeks. And then he had another comment. He says, loves, just know that getting in a plane crash in 1 in a trillion, which is more than 1,000 times more than the human population. I don't know if those numbers are accurate, but loves, he's trying to make a point that is very unlikely that something's going to happen to you. Thank you for chiming in, Rio. I appreciate it. The movie Raider with the super chat. Another one says, between Terminator and Avatar, which James Cameron?
I like this guy's girl's question.
Right? They're movie related. Yeah. Between Terminator and Avatar, which James Cameron sci-fi series do you all like better? This is a great question, actually. What do you say, Rob?
I would say Avatar. It's a little bit more serious.
Yeah, I'm Avatar too. I love Avatar. It's probably my favorite series. What's your favorite series, Roel?
Series like ever?
Yeah, like a trilogy of a movie.
Off the top of my
head,
has
to be at least 3.
Off the top of my head, Dark Knight is easily up there.
Really?
That trilogy is so good. Like you watch it endlessly. I'm gonna be 96 watching that. So good.
All right, for me, I think it's Planet of the Apes.
That's a good one too.
That's a great one. And then I think it's going to be Avatar. Once the 3rd Avatar comes out, I don't see how it's not going to be Avatar. I feel like there's one more that I really like.
I feel like the best series of all time is the MCU though, Phase 1 through 4.
Yeah,
that's like a series.
That's Marvel.
Yeah,
they had some good stuff, like the Iron Mans. That whole run is fantastic. But if we're keeping it within like non-superhero trilogy type of vibe, I'm gonna go with Planet of the Apes. I love it.
Yeah, for me it's Dark Knight.
I love that question though. Great question, Movie Radar. Carol Tab is a new member. Welcome to our membership, Carol.
You know what I like too is Equalizer. I like
that. Those are good too.
That's a cool little trilogy.
Those are good too. Share Pencil the Artist says, I'm promoting now your channel here in my community. A lot of Filipinos will watch this live. More pouches. Well, thank you, Share. You know what's cool? First of all, I have so much love for the Philippines and the Filipino people. The one thing I need to try is lentos. My wife loves lentos. But another thing I want to say is when we checked in, the sweetest girl was working the front counter and had such a beautiful accent. And I asked where she was from. And she said the Philippines. So it made me have a big smile. And one day I'll get there. My father went there, I think a year ago, and really liked it. So hopefully I'll get to your country soon. You guys have always shown me and my brothers and our whole family so much love. And one day we will get there. Oni asks, who's the father and who's the son? That's a very sweet comment. I think you know. I think this is a joke.
Does he play Val?
Did they play what?
Valorant.
Why would you? Because of the name?
Yeah.
Is the Oni mask part of the Valorant?
I mean, Oni mask is like a samurai thing, but
oh.
I'll tell you again.
Well, there you go. He's obviously the child with all that talk, and I'm the father. Michael Jackson fan has a super chat. Says, TJ, I knew your Uncle Michael liked to do food fights. Did you and your brothers have food fights with him? We did, MJ fan. What we did more of was water balloon fights and snappers. You know those things where you throw them and they pop and make noise? We I'm not going to share this story because, yeah, I'm not going to share this one. But I should say, Terrell got my Uncle Michael in a lot of trouble with those popper stickers. I'm not sharing the story. If you all want to know, Terrell's going to have to share that story. But we used to have so much fun with him, and I smile so big when I think of it because I can hear his laugh and the joy and how happy he was during those moments. So, yeah, we had some good times. That's for sure. Biggest goals. Carrie wants to know for us right now. I worry Royal's going to say he doesn't have any goals at the moment. Terrifies me because I'm a big believer of goals and the importance of setting goals. Even if you fall short, even if you don't make it, you should be having something to aim your sights on.
I have goals.
You do have goals.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, thank goodness. I mean that. Thank goodness. Okay. For me, it's to release music once a month. Honestly, I have so much music, and I have to fight this mentality to not release music so often because when I was younger, we used to hoard music and release a song every 3 to 6 months. And the industry's changed now, and I can get music to you guys so easily, so quickly that I need to start reframing how I think of that and get a song to you every month. So that's one of my goals, is to stay true to that and release at least 12 new songs this year.
Is it like leaving an app or having an absence really good though? It's like when you
Royal,
come back, you're stronger.
I feel it's so hard, and it's such a debatable thing, but I feel that's the old way of creating and making art. I think when you get to a certain level, and not only is your art being played a lot, but you're all over the media, then that can happen. Then that could be a strong argument. But in my case, where I'm doing it independently and I'm not all over the news and consistently, I don't think I need to worry about that. My opinion. But there's so many arguments for and so many cons that people would say about that. So I don't know. For me, I want to get my music out to you all. I have about 30 songs that still need to come out. And for me, that's quite a bit that are pretty much there. So I need to get on it. So there you go. Those, and I think to get healthier. That's been a big goal that I've been struggling with. Had ups and downs. I'm still trending in the right way, but I want to be even healthier than I am right now. What about you? You could share one or two.
Oh, this is the goals question?
Yeah, you said that goals.
I want to get a Tesla this year.
Ooh.
And then
why Tesla?
That's the best car on the planet.
Okay, so real quick, I love my Tesla. I agree with him. I think it's the best car on the planet. But I don't influence him when he says that. I try to influence him in other ways that I pick and choose when I can influence him. So I want to know your opinion on why, because it is now officially the best-selling car in the planet. What is it about Tesla why you would say it's the best car on the planet?
I mean, drives itself.
Does it though, really yet?
Yes, it's been driving itself. It's the first model, to be honest. Great acceleration, great handling.
That's very, very true.
Great interface. I feel like everything is on that screen, and it leaves so much space for it just makes the car look so much more spacious. The sunroof, like the glass above, the exteriors, very nice. I personally like the interiors. I like the plain look of it. It's like how like most like modern homes look, where it's just like
minimal.
Yeah, minimal. And obviously electric, gas out of there. And I don't know. I feel like Elon is he's a different type of CEO for sure. He's like, he's definitely wired differently, and he's or he's not even CEO. He's just a shareholder.
No, he's CEO.
Oh, yeah. He's just a fun guy, and yeah.
I'm gonna say this. There's three main reasons, and then we'll get off the Tesla talk. I was never a car guy. I never cared about drive ability or how it feels to drive a car. As long as it got me to where I needed to go, until I got in a Tesla. There's nothing like driving a Tesla. It's just the handle and the acceleration, the pickup. It's completely different than what you can really imagine. You have to be in one.
It's like
to try
every
it.
car before this was the flip phone, and the Tesla's the iPhone.
It's a smartphone. And for those who may knock it, I truly want to know, have you tried it? Be careful with the media. The media are going to say a bunch of stuff to try to destroy Tesla's image and brand for many different reasons. Tesla doesn't believe in advertising, and the media makes a lot of money with car companies advertising. Also, the fact that you don't have to go to a gas station. Us being in California, gas is super expensive. So, and it's just an annoying time you have to waste to go. When you don't have to go for so long, and then you have to actually go, it's tough. It's like all of a sudden it's an extra step that you don't need to do. And the reason why we don't have to go to a gas station, because in our garage we have the charger, and that is just so convenient. Obviously, there's an expense too. You're going to save a lot. But then the third reason was that they continuously update the car and make it more and more powerful and better. So there's so many times you'll hear about a recall. It's not a true recall like we think it is. It's one that literally just connects over the internet and does it on its own. So sure, if you want to call that a recall, really it's a software update that updated automatically in the device, in the car, in this stance. So there's just a lot of futuristic and incredible features that most car companies either slept on, didn't care about developing.
A Tesla review.
Well, we have one.
You have a Tesla review?
Yeah. Well, when we first got the car, I need to do a recap. It's been 2 years.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe we'll do that, because I do think it's a great car, and I just feel like, I don't know. I just feel like people are missing out. I've said this before, if you're thinking of buying a car and you don't look at a Tesla right now, I think that's a big mistake. At least look at it. Now, if it's a cost thing, their costs have come down a lot, and there's a lot of tax incentives in many, many countries. So the cost can actually be a lot lower than what you would probably be willing to pay for gas. Plus, they're going to be coming out with a new car next year, I think, where it's going to be the very cheaper car. So if you can't afford it now, maybe wait a year. But I'm a big Tesla fan. I am. I love my car, and it's cool to hear you say it. I feel like, is there any other goal you want to hit?
And then doubling my trading count.
Okay, real quick. Stephanie says, I watched the Family Rose Tesla videos last night. It does look like an amazing car. Yeah. If you're in the market at all for a car, watch one of our videos. And I'm telling you, I'm not a car person. So it's not like, I'm just telling you, I don't think
The sound system is also really good stock.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Yeah, sure. Okay, well, you said doubling your
trading account.
Yeah, Royal's been experimenting with Forex trading, and he wants to double his account. That's something I've been into stocks and options and calls and puts and stuff like that. So, but when he goes into Forex and foreign exchange trading, that's this guy, and he seems to like it. Bailey has a super chat. Bailey says, what scene do you hope to see in the new MJ movie? Bailey, there's not a specific scene that I mean, some of the great ones from his shows, which I'm sure his concerts, his performances, I hope they make sure, I got to say this as if I don't know, because I'm not supposed to talk about it. So I'm just going to say this. But I hope it captures the love that my uncle got from around the world, especially on stage. There was something that was just magical seeing him perform in front of, in countries where they don't even speak the language, and to seeing the love he got. That is what I would want to be captured for the movie. There's more, obviously, but that's the main thing. That and the struggles that him and his brothers had to go through becoming the Jackson 5. And I don't mean just performing and rehearsing. I mean, maybe even some of the racial tension and some of the battles they had to fight being young black kids doing music. That would be really cool to watch as well if they touch on that. Oh, here you go, Royal. Will you read this comment so I can clean this up a bit?
D's Tiny Kitchen says, "Hi TJ and Royal. Would you rather have a month-long staycation or a week-long adventure? And where do you think?" Love, Denise and Sandy.
Good question.
Staycations where you stay at home.
Yeah. You say near home. So like you
Like go to Big Bear.
yes, that's a staycation. You're not getting on a flight, you're not doing any of that, but it's close enough to drive and you're staying away from outside of your house.
Probably do. It says for a week. Yeah. Month. Yeah, I'd probably do a week-long adventure.
Why is a month that long?
Let's stay away from home for a month. Man.
That's I would pick the month-long staycation.
Where would you stay?
Anywhere. San Diego.
Bro, what are you gonna do in San Diego for a month?
I'm gonna read.
You can read anywhere.
Yeah, but just something about
probably better for reading.
Well, just going and just reading and escaping would be very cool. I think. So yeah, I'm gonna go with this month-long staycation. I need to unwind and relax. Brenda says, "So excited my package has been shipped." Yes, you're welcome. Yes. So I guess I should touch on this. The All Your Fault single is shipping if you bought it independently. If you just bought the single, my latest single. I wish I brought one. I should have brought one so I could show it to you all. But if you bought the bundle with the album, that's not going to ship just yet. That's going to ship next month when the album releases. So again, for you who just watch the Family Rules content, you may be confused what I'm talking about. I do music. I have my own YouTube channel, Instagram, TJ Jackson, where you can learn more about that if you want. And yes, my latest video, which this guy has not seen, was just released about a week ago, and it is on my YouTube channel, so check it out. I need to put a link to my CDs and stuff on that. Is it already there, Toria? It's not there. Okay, so we'll put a link up to the physical copies too. Okay. MJ fan wants to know what's your favorite video game at the moment.
We answered that one.
Did we?
Yeah, it's Counter-Strike and Minecraft.
Okay, and then Roy, are you into sports? What's your favorite sport from Desi?
Basketball. And I'm really starting to like soccer again. Soccer is
that's
really
cool.
Fun, but I would say still bowling.
You like bowling?
Yeah.
Dee's Tiny Kitchen wants to know how's your skiing and what run are you at?
It's okay. And then like what resort?
I think
Or
like what
color?
level? Yeah, what color?
I would say like consistent blue, sometimes black.
Okay, it's like middle, right?
Yeah, I'd say start off the day at blue, and then by the end of the day, I'm like doing black and stuff.
Shaden wants to know, do you like reading and what do you read about?
I actually don't like reading,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't like dislike it, but I'm just not a good reader. Like if the thing is like a page, if it's a full page, it's very hard for me to read.
Okay.
It's longer than like about 4 sentences.
What do you like to read about?
I honestly only read stuff I don't really like to read about, to be honest.
What does that mean?
Like I read nonfictions. I'd rather read a storybook than read nonfictions. But I'm not going to read a story. I'd rather like watch it, or like if I'm reading a book, I feel like I should be learning, not like reading a fantasy.
D. Lee says, "Hey fellas, so lovely to see you both. Regarding the message from Crescencia, hi, how are you? You are a beautiful boy." That was the translation. Well, thank you so much, D. Lee, for the translation, and
Thank you.
he's got to get some rest, you guys. So we'll go another minute or two. Trix says, Trix is a new YouTube member. Welcome, Trix. A lot of good stuff for you in the membership, so enjoy. And then another perk is you get random free super chat type of things like this from Donna, who's been a member for 17 months. Donna says, "Hey guys, looking good. Look at y'all with your hoods up. Royal, you are your dad's child. All right. Royal, if you could, would you like to be a game tester for a living? You sure love your gaming."
Not really. They're not even gonna listen to what you say. Like,
No, but you could test it for the company and say, I wish it had more of this, or this was what was fun.
I feel like that would be a very good job to start off. And then once they just like not listening to you, it's like
It's frustrating. You're not gonna listen anyway.
like, I get it, but I mean, as long as I get the paycheck, it doesn't matter.
There you go. Jacinta says, hi from the Netherlands. When will you come to Rotterdam and will you do a candy taste test with candy from Holland? I would love to see that. Please. P.S. I love your new single. Royal's about to fall asleep. Okay, so a couple of things. We have not done a taste test from Holland that are in the Netherlands. So hopefully one day we will. I love your country. I got to spend some really good time in Amsterdam the last time I was there. So I'm excited to spend some really good time in Rotterdam. But the one thing I have to say is every time I go to the Netherlands, it's a very chill, relaxed, real vibe. And I always love that and always get that from not only the country, but obviously the people. So hopefully soon. And yes, we need to do a taste test from Holland. I think we should end this soon. We'll end with Maya asking, what does MMM stand for? Well, Maya, it's kind of a secret, but it's kind of not. I've already shared what it is in my Facebook group. Yes, you can follow or join for free the TJ Jackson Facebook group, where a lot of my best and biggest supporters are there talking about a variety of stuff, and they will answer questions like this. I kind of want it to be a mysterious thing unless you are one of those kind of supporters or fans who's so into it that they're following my Facebook group. So I'm not going to answer this yet, but I did tell you how you can find out. Jennifer Jackson, who's been a member for 31 months. Thank you so much, Jennifer. Jennifer said, TJ, have you seen that J-Lo did a tribute to MJ on her Apple Music performance? It on her song of Can't Get Enough. So cool. Sending lots of love. Jennifer, I didn't know that. And I think that's cool. I wouldn't have expected that. I thought J-Lo may do like a tribute to really my aunt first or to another female artist. But to hear that she did something for my Uncle Michael is super cool. I love that. So now, yeah, I'm going to go check it out. Jennifer's obviously an incredibly talented artist. So to see her give my uncle some props is really, really cool. All right. I think that is it. Yeah, that is it. Okay, we answered this one. So we're good. All right. We are going to go. We are going to sign off. We're going to get ready for our day. He's going to take a nap. I'm going to do some research, get some work done. And then we are going to ski on this trip. We're going to probably go some sightseeing. Either way, I'm going to make sure we vlog it. And within the next couple of weeks, it will be a vlog this trip. All right. We love you all. Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining. To everyone who super chatted, thank you so much for supporting the channel. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. Adios, everyone.